guys, RedPandaMining here. Welcome back for another video. Today is December 15th, 2018. So I want to talk about HeatMine. This company here claims you can save 50% on your heating bill. How, might you ask? Well, heat waste. So there's an article here, Digital Trends. Canada's winters inspired a startup to warm homes with crypto mining heat waste. That's pretty cool. As you can see here in this picture, it shows a GPU and looks like some water cooling doodads here, but it's I believe it's basically just the GPUs are heating up the water, and the water exchanges to throughout the whole house to heat your home. Pretty neat idea. So I'll continue with the article. Some argue cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are the future of legal tender, but in the present they're creating as many problems as they solve. The sheer amount of computational resources required to process blockchain transactions and release new amounts of these currencies requires large amounts of electricity. Just like any electronic device, these heavily customized computers also produce heat, lots of heat. Any person or company that wants to mine cryptocurrency on a large scale will eventually have to deal with costs associated with both the power consumed and the heat that's generated. HeatMine, a crypto mining startup based in Quebec, thinks it has found a way to adjust them both while benefiting other businesses at the same time. Oh, right on. Okay, so heat exchange. This is the main part of HeatMine. The HeatMine concept, on its face, is brilliantly simple. If mining creates unwanted heat waste, put the miner where the heat can be used. If electricity and location costs associated with mining are too expensive, put the miners somewhere where electricity is cheap and location is free. HeatMine's key insight was that you could satisfy both of these conditions with one device, a crypto mining powered hot water system, designed to heat a building while it churns out crypto coins. I like that. That's a really cool idea. So as you can see here, these two pictures, it's a HeatMine crypto mining rig hooked up to a water heater. So it looks like a water boiler, but I don't think it's not boiling the water. So all it is just holding the hot water from the mining rig. Huh, pretty cool. So that device resembles something that you could expect to find in an industrial setting. A 1.5 square meter metal cabinet stuffed with a hot water tank, a huge rack of 63 graphic cards, all of which is interconnected by a maze of PVC and copper piping. For an activity as high-tech as crypto mining, it looks decidedly low-tech, but that's kind of the point. Okay, so a huge rack of 63 graphic cards, GPUs, interconnected by a maze of PVC and copper piping. Okay, so judging, by this picture, they just have multiple mining rigs, and these are the copper piping and the PVC. Okay, and then they all go into this boiler, water heater. The plumbing portion of the rig converts the heat waste from the GPUs into hot water, which is then stored in the tank. Once connected to a water lines, it can take over as the source of hot water, whether it's used for a nice hot shower or radiant heat. Okay. HeatMine has managed to sidestep utility rate regulation through its decentralization strategy. Each unit is equipped with a 3G data connection for remote management. All right. And units themselves are installed outside of the customer's premises. Okay. The cabinet is locked from the outside, which prevents any tampering. HeatMine claims one of its standard units can heat up to 300 square meters, 3,229 square feet of space, while the system could be used residentially. It's currently targeted toward commercial and industrial applications. I want to do this at home. I want to If I had a house, I'd create one of these outside, put GPUs in there, and do the same similar setup. And use your electricity to mine, and it'll make your heat. You'll create heat by your rigs. That's pretty cool. More power, more problems. Okay, so the waste heat portion of the puzzle solved. But what about electricity? In Quebec, much of the local power grid is fed carbon friendly. 100% of the renewable hydroelectricity, thanks to the province's abundance of freshwater bodies and hydro dam opportunities these create. It's also cheap. The top residential electricity rate is 9.12 cents per kilowatt hour. By comparison, in New York, New Jersey area, the average residential rate is more than double at 20.8 cents per kilowatt hour. That means the top rate is significantly higher. Wow, 20.8 cents in the US there. So 9.12 cents per kilowatt hour in Quebec. That's not bad. So okay, yeah, I'll give my thoughts near the end. The heat. Okay, so they got a diagram here. The heat mine outside of the house can warm several rooms of a house and an outdoor pool. So yeah, like they said, there was a cabinet with all the GPUs and the water heater. This big water. I call it a water. It looks like a water boiler to me, but it looks like just a big water container, hot water container. Outside, secured, they said, locked up, and I guess the PVC pipes and the heating go around to your swimming pool and into your house. Huh, very cool. So my first question is, a lot of houses, do they have copper inside their house? Like water, heat piping, gas piping. I mean, a lot of houses these days just use the electrical baseboard heaters, so they don't use copper tubing. It's just electric. But I guess in Quebec, a lot of old houses have the copper tubing stuff in their houses for hot water, so they could easily wire that in. Okay, continuing with the article. As low as Quebec's rates are, they're actually the lowest in North America. There's a catch. The province's sole electricity provider, Hydro-Quebec, saw an alarming trend towards massive crypto mining operations. Likely attracted by low rates, these firms, like Israeli-owned Bitfarms, were originally encouraged by Hydro-Quebec. Because of their ability to soap up overages in electricity supply, but soon these operations grew in size and started to place a heavy load on the grid. Ooh. The utility responded by temporarily hiking the rates for new crypto farm businesses, up to 15 cents per kilowatt hour. Wow. Still cheaper than some North American markets, but no longer a competitive advantage. The massively more expensive than 3 cents per kilowatt hour available in some locations in China. 3 cents per kilowatt hour. Wow. Earlier this year, Plattsburgh, New York, voted an 18-month ban on all new crypto mining businesses for similar reasons. Of course. Les Caveau's annual electric heating cost for the greenhouse is normally $25,000. With HeatMine, that cost has dropped to $0. Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Hard to believe that. HeatMine has managed to sidestep this regulation through its decentralization strategy by co-locating its rigs at agricultural sites such as greenhouses. And the power they consume is metered at the much lower farm rate, which happens to be the same as residential rate. Okay, interesting. Show me the money. The remaining question is, how do you get commercial properties to agree to somewhat invasive presence of a heat mine rig? What's in it for them? Plenty. As it turns out, the benefits to heat mine and costs in terms of cost saving on electricity and waste heat management are so significant. The company is willing to cover 100% of the cost of co-location. Wow. Okay, so HeatMine will pay for all this. This includes the rig itself, the installation costs, and the electricity consumed by the rig. Wow. Okay. The commercial property gets no interest in revenue associated with crypto mining operation, but it does get all of the resulting raised heat for free. All right, so HeatMine will implement and they will get all of the crypto mining revenue. That makes sense. If they're gonna invest all the equipment and installation, it makes sense they're going to get the revenue, but the business property, whatever commercial property that's going to be having this on their location won't be getting any of it. They will just get the free heating. Okay, that's pretty cool. For some businesses, the savings could have material impact on financial performance. Le Caveau, a legume, a Quebec-based greenhouse grower of strawberries, is amongst the first of HeatMine's customers. Its president, Guy Belland, tells Digital Trends having a HeatMine system enables us to be competitive against produce coming from Mexico and US, as it greatly reduces our overhead. Pretty cool. I mean, yeah, like they don't have to pay for electricity, so they get all the heat for free, right? Belland isn't exaggerating. Le Caveau's annual electric heating cost for its 2,100 square foot greenhouse is normally $25,000. With HeatMine, that cost has dropped to zero. All right, so I kind of scoffed at this before. So the HeatMine, okay, so they used to pay $25,000, but now it's zero. So HeatMine is obviously paying for this electricity. And so this company is not having to pay for that. So that's pretty cool. But they don't get any coins, which is obviously, it goes all to HeatMine. Okay. The installation took a total of 3 days only. Wow, Belland said. The system connects to our existing solution, a heated floor and radiators. As a result, we did not have to make any compromises. That's awesome. Our goal is to decentralize 1 million GPUs over the next 5 years. Admittedly, it's early days still. Le Caveau's system was only installed in September and has yet to face a truly harsh Canadian winter. The unknown is a little scary, Belland admits, as I'm unsure of what to expect in the long run. So this guy, they're gambling on the future. Beland's unease could be justified. Yeah, the cryptocurrency market's going down. HeatMine's current business model of paying all the associated costs could come under fire if the current slump of the cryptocurrency value continues. As of writing of this article, Bitcoin's value stands below 4,000. Yep. A decline as nearly 15,000 in the value in the late 2017. Indeed, 2018 now stands as the stark reminder of how speculative and volatile cryptocurrencies can be. A lengthy downturn could force HeatMine to underwrite a small portion of their electric bill associated with their operations of its miners. Though this would still offer customers discount on their heating bill and more environmentally responsible way dealing with heat waste, but it could introduce a level of unpredictability in customers' monthly operating expenses. Okay. Oh, all right. So here's a typical mining rig that they show here in a Bitcoin mine in a farm or someone's home. I mean, this is what my crypto rigs almost look like. Okay, continuing with the article. Nonetheless, HeatMine expects a strong interest in its offerings. Our goal is to decentralize 1 million GPUs over the next 5 years. HeatMine COO Jeremy Dehan tells Digital Trends. To get there, the company will have to target more than just provinces' greenhouses. In Quebec, there are a lot of factories, Dehan said, with the big doors that open 20 or more times per day for truck access. They lose a lot of heat. Once HeatMine has a foothold of these commercial and industrial clients, residential installations are on the company's roadmap. Dehan claims that homeowners could save $6,000 per year in home heating costs with a HeatMine rig. Okay, benefits are clear, but there are a few drawbacks. Heating water using waste GPU heat, while environmentally friendly compared to not using waste heat, isn't as efficient as heating water using a dedicated electric hot water tank. Right. Based on numbers provided by HeatMine and Le Caveau Legumes, we estimate that using HeatMine's rigs is 17% more expensive than using conventional heating system. Right, that makes sense because yeah, I mean a GPU cannot beat a regular heating system. But perhaps the bigger issue is the environmental cost of crypto mining as a whole. Electricity consumption is just one part of the equation. Mining, even when done using HeatMine's decentralized method, is still a voracious customer is still a voracious consumer of the natural resources needed to produce the graphical cards and related equipment. That feels even more unnecessary when you consider cryptocurrency's sinking profit margins. Yeah, when it comes down to it, mining remains a questionable and unreliable activity. HeatMine may have found a way to avoid much of the excess electrical demand, but it'll take a wide adoption to save the poor reputation cryptocurrency has earned itself over the past year. And yeah, this is the article from Digital Trends. Interesting concept, very interesting concept. Here's the company's website, heatmine.com. Looks pretty legit, pretty nice. My thoughts, I think it's really cool idea. The one thing I worry about is the initial cost to implement these HeatMine cages, and with all these 63 GPUs. And the boiler, not the boiler, sorry, the water container, the piping, all that stuff, installation. They say the installation took only 3 days. If your property already has the copper already inside, so they just have to plug it, just plug it in basically. Yeah. I'm worried. Yeah, if the cryptocurrency market continues to go down, I'm not sure how this company is going to stay afloat. That because they're paying for everything. So, pretty neat idea. Yeah, interesting. That they're paying for the electricity for some of these commercial clients. But they get all the coins. So yeah, if we go to testimonials, what do we got here? Yeah, we got a few people here. They said they're all greenhouse. By using HeatMine for our greenhouse, we were able to significantly reduce our production costs and we're competitive on prices as Mexican strawberries, because they're not paying for electricity. Copper cooling device. Interesting. For large heat requirements, several units will be installed. This will allow for standard and quick maintenance hot swipe top in possibly a broken unit section. With HeatMine, processors do not waste energy but add value to your consumption. Great. And HeatMine gets all of the profits, basically, cryptocurrency profits. Contact us. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that's all I wanted to cover, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. And let me know website's broken. I click on individuals, but nothing comes up. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. And please like and subscribe if you want. Or dislike if you don't like this kind of mining concept. Please use my links in the description. Also my Amazon links. I get a little kickback, helps me out a lot. And have a good one, guys. Have a good day. RedPandaMining out.